University to study a BFA in acting. Rhinoceros is an absurdist piece of theater which explores the themes of free will and social and ideological conformity. It follows a young man named Berenger who struggles while everybody around him is turning into rhinoceroses, while he struggles to hold on to his individuality. I want to give a quick thanks to everybody that was a part of the production, because it's kind of crazy to do a show with lights and sound and set and audience seating in the shop, but we did it, and I'm very proud of it, and I'm very proud of everyone in the cast and crew. Thank you guys so much for coming, and enjoy the show.
Everybody has to work. I spend 8 hours a day in the office, same as everyone else. Everybody gets used to it. Or do you consider yourself a superior man? I don't pretend. I'm just as good as you are. I'd say with all due modesty, I'm even better. A superior man is the man who fulfills his duty.
What duty?
His duty? His duty as an employee,
Yeah,
for example.
His duty as an employee.
If you can. We were celebrating celebrating Augustine's birthday. Nobody invited me to our friend Augustine's birthday. I couldn't refuse. It wouldn't have been nice.
Good morning, gentlemen. Can I get you some?
Well, I can assure you, if I hadn't been invited, I'm gone because, well, wait, what's going on? Whatever is this? What is it? A rhinoceros! A rhinoceros! A rhinoceros! Look, it's a rhinoceros! Oh, rhinoceros!
Rhinoceros! What are bulls built on the opposite tree?
What's going on? A rhinoceros! You can see it's going in. Well, I'll be. Of all things. Of all things.
Well, of all things.
Well, of all things. Of all things, did you see that?
Of all things.
It certainly looked as if it was a rhinoceros. It made plenty of dust.
All of all things give me such a scare.
Really, these days you never know.
I can see that.
May I help you pick up your things?
Oh, thank you. It gave me such a scare.
Fear is an irrational thing. It yields to reason.
Well,
It's already out of sight.
what'd you think of that?
My friend is a logician. You don't often see that.
First time I've seen
Went
that.
past like a rocket.
What happened to my wine?
I've got plenty more.
Wait, Behringer, did you see that?
And good stuff, too. Don't hang about. Look after these gentlemen.
What did I think of what?
Go and get him another bottle.
I've got first-class wine in 100.
The rhinoceros, of course.
What are you drinking?
Just think of it. It's cognac.
Two cognac, right?
Well, nothing. We had a lot of dust.
It's 100 francs a liter.
Such a pleasure to come across old courtesy.
You know, you should buy from me. You wouldn't even have to cross the street. You wouldn't run the risk of these accidents.
But you must admit, it's extraordinary.
Two cognac.
The dust is settled. A rhinoceros running through a town, using that island? I can't believe it.
I'm going to explain to you what a syllogism is.
A syllogism. I can't believe it.
Now, a syllogism consists of a main proposition, a secondary one, and a conclusion.
Rhinoceros, it's unthinkable. I can't get over it.
Yes, I see you can't get over it. So, it was a rhinoceros. Well, it was a rhinoceros. I mean, it's miles away by now. It's miles away.
But I mean, a rhinoceros going through the town, using that island? It shouldn't be allowed. Put your hand in front of your mouth.
Oh, yes, it's dangerous. I hadn't realized, but don't worry, it won't get us here.
We ought to protest to the town council.
Perhaps it came from the zoo. You're daydreaming. But I'm wide awake.
Awake or asleep, it's the same thing.
Well, there's some difference.
If there's been no zoo in our town since the plague ages ago,
Then perhaps it came from a circus.
What circus are you talking about?
I don't know, some traveling circus. Or maybe it's been hiding ever since in the surrounding swamp.
the surrounding swamps. My dear, you're looking at thick haze of alcohol. Where do you know of any surrounding swamps?
How do I know that? Perhaps it's been hiding under a stone. That's right.
If you think you're being witty, you're very much mistaken. Why are you being so insulting to me? Why do you contradict me saying it's not dangerous for a rhinoceros to be running about through the town?
I never said it wasn't dangerous for rhinoceros to go running about the town. I simply said I've never considered them out.
You never consider anything.
All right. I agree. It's dangerous to let a rhinoceros go racing about the town.
It shouldn't be
I
allowed.
agree. It shouldn't be allowed, but that's no reason for you and me to quarrel. Why go on a beach because some wretched Carissa Daphne happens to pass by? Let's talk about something else, Sean, please.
Put that back on the table. Not to drink it.
There's no point in leaving it for pride.
Put it down.
I said. Very well.
Stacy, you kidding me? Look at the mess you made now.
I'm so
Are you
sorry,
kidding?
Stacey. I don't understand.
You're so clumsy. Why are you afraid of a girl?
I must apologize once more.
When it comes to your drinking, you can no longer control your movements. You're digging your own grave, my friend. You're destroying yourself.
I don't like the taste of alcohol very much. And yet, if I don't drink, I'm done for. It's as if I'm frightened, and so I drink not to be frightened any
Frightened
longer.
of what?
I don't know. It's an anguish sort of difficult to describe. I feel out of place among people. So, I think maybe
Try to escape.
I'm so tired. I'm so tired. I've been tired for years. It's exhausting to try to wait.
It's alcoholic neurasthenia. You're just one.
I can't seem to get used to myself. I don't even know if I am me, and then I take a drink and I recognize myself. I'm me again.
I don't mean to offend you, my dear Baron, but I must tell you it is alcohol which weighs so heavy on you.
example of a syllogism. Cat has 4 paws. Isidore and Rico both have 4 paws. Therefore, Isidore and Rico are both cats. Now your dog must be a cat.
I really have the strength to go on living. Maybe I don't even want to.
So then, logically speaking, my dog must be a cat?
Logically, yes, but the contrary is also true.
Solitude seems to oppress me, and yet so does the company. Just contradict yourself. What impresses you? Solitude or the company of others? You consider yourself a thinker, and yet you're devoid of logic.
Logic is a very beautiful thing.
As long as it's not absurd.
Life is not all. On the contrary, nothing can be more normal. The proof is people go on living. There are no more potential living, and their numbers are increasing. Either living or getting rare. The dead don't exist, right? There's no getting away from that. Yet you're oppressed by them too. How can you be oppressed by something that doesn't exist? Sometimes I wonder if I exist myself. You don't exist, my dear Berenger. You don't think. Start thinking. Then you.
Another syllogism. All cats die. Socrates is dead. Therefore, Socrates is a cat.
Look, you're just fooling yourself. You say that nothing interests you, and yet there's somebody who does. Your little girl from the office back there. You are very fond of her.
So Socrates was a cat, was he?
Logic just evolved that fact to us.
You didn't want her to see you in your present state. That means you're not indifferent to everything. How can you expect Daisy to come up with a drunkard?
Let's get back to our facts.
I'm all ears. In any case, she's got her eyes on somebody else. Who? We are an office colleague, qualified in law with big future. And in these aspects. I mean, I couldn't possibly.
Isidore has 4 paws.
How do you know?
It's stated in the hypothesis.
Oh, the hypothesis.
So you're giving up? Just like that. What else can I do?
Rico also has 4 paws. So how many paws have Rico and Isidore?
Separately or together?
But life is a struggle. Okay, it's cowardly to fight.
Separately or together, it all depends.
Have yourself some weapons, my friend.
8 paws.
Logic involves mental arithmetic.
Certainly has many
Where
aspects.
can I find these weapons?
There are no limits to logic.
Within yourself, for your own will. What weapons? Weapons of the mind, weapons of patience and the culture. Turn yourself into a keen and brilliant intellect. Get yourself up to the mark. How do I get myself up to the mark?
If you take 2 paws away from both of your cats, how many paws left to each cat?
It's not so easy.
On the contrary, it's simple.
It may be simple for you, but not for me.
Come on, exercise your mind, concentrate.
Come on, exercise
I
your
really
will.
don't see how.
You have to be
Don't see
told
how.
everything.
You have to be told everything.
Take out a sheet of paper and concentrate. If you have 2 cats, and you take 2 paws away from both of your cats, how many paws left to each cat?
Just a moment. Look, here's what you must do. Keep abreast of the literary events of the culture and the times. How do you mean? Like visiting museums, going to lectures, reading literary periodicals. That will help you. It will strengthen your mind. You're right.
There could be one cat with 5 paws, and one cat with 1 paw. But would they still be cats?
I mean,
Well, why not?
instead of just squandering your spare money on drink, isn't it better to get a ticket for an interesting play?
So there could be one cat. If you take 2 of the 8 paws away from the 2 cats, there could be one cat with 6 paws, and one cat with no paws at all.
Right, quite right. I'm going to put myself into the picture.
Well, then one cat will be specifically privileged.
I will, I promise you.
And
Just
one
give me
underprivileged cat, the price of all paws.
I'm going to go down to the museum. I'm buying myself 2 tickets. Would you like to go? Oh, I have to meet some friends for a drink.
For a drink.
I promise I go. I mean, I always keep my.
Now it's you that's setting me the bad example. You're going out drinking.
You're making progress with your logic.
It's not the same as with me, you know. With you, it's not the same at all.
Why isn't it the same?
Because I'm no drunkard, not me.
Even with no paws, a cat must learn to catch mice, for it is in its nature.
Never said you were. Why would it make me any more than you in a case like that? There's a moderation in all things. I'm a moderate person, not like you. What's in its nature? What did you say? I said that.
What did you say?
I said that. What's happening?
What's going on?
A rhinoceros!
Rhinoceros!
A rhinoceros! Rhinoceros! Rhinoceros!
What is it?
What's going on?
Rhinoceros!
A rhinoceros!
charged up for those.
Well, of all things.
Well, of all things.
Just sit there, clean up the mess.
What'd you think of that? Good morning, Miss Daisy. Forgive me, I haven't had a chance to shave.
It's very upsetting a thing like that.
Well, Behringer, what'd you think of that?
Well, what did you think of that?
Well, what did you think of that?
It went past my shop just a while ago.
Oh, it wasn't the same one.
But I could have.
No, it was the same one.
Did it go past twice?
I think it was the same one.
No. See, that rhinoceros had two on its head. It was an Asiatic rhinoceros. This one only had one. It was a African rhinoceros.
You're talking nonsense. How could you possibly tell? I mean, the animal flashed past at such a speed. We hardly even saw it.
Very true. It did go pretty fast.
What's more, it was traveling in cloud dust.
I don't need to grope my way through the fog. I mean, I can calculate quickly. My mind is unclear.
It had its head thrust down.
Precisely. You can see all the better.
Nonsense.
Nonsense? You dare accuse me of talking nonsense? I've never talked nonsense in my life.
You're just a pretentious.
Hey, now, gentlemen.
What's more, a pedant who's not certain of his facts. Because in the first place, it's the Asiatic rhinoceros with one horn on his nose, and the African. You're wrong. It's the other way about. So you want to bet?
Julie, excite yourself, Mr. Behringer.
Yeah, I'm not betting with you. Who's got two horns? It's you. You mongrel.
They're going to have a fight.
Nonsense. It's just a
We don't want any scenes
I've
here.
got no horns, and I never will.
Now listen to me, Mr. Behringer.
Now, that's how you feel? This is the last you'll ever see me. I'm not wasting time with a fool like you. Drunkard. I'm not going to stand for that.
I shouldn't have made him angry.
It wasn't my fault.
If you don't mind me saying, I think you were right. It's the Asiatic with one and the African with two.
But he was saying the opposite.
You were both wrong.
Even so, you were right.
If you don't mind me saying so, I believe Mr. Jean was correct. It's the Asiatic rhinoceros that has one horn and the African that has two.
Oh, you always have to be different from everybody else.
Your husband's right. The Asiatic rhinoceros has one horn, and that means the African must have two, and vice versa.
Maybe they're both the same.
Well, if one has two, the other must have one.
Maybe it's the two with one and the one with two.
I don't mean to exasperate him. He's always trying to dazzle people with knowledge. Whenever admits wrong.
Do you have any proof?
Can you prove what?
How can you tell that the rhinoceros that just went by had one or two horns? And which one is which?
He doesn't know any more than we do.
In any case, we don't know that there were two rhinoceroses. I myself believe there was only one.
Well, let's just say there were two. Does the single-horned one come from Asia?
No, I think it's the one with two horns that comes from Africa.
Which is two horns?
It's not the one from Africa.
We can't agree on this.
But the problem must be cleared up.
Excuse me, gentlemen, for the interruption. Let me introduce myself. Professional magician, my card.
Great honor.
Great honor for all of us.
Would you mind telling us then if the African rhinoceros is single-horned?
Or bicorn.
And is Asiatic rhinoceros bicorns?
Or uniform.
Exactly. But that is not the question. Let me make myself clear. You see, you have gone away from the problem which instigated debate. In the first place, you were deliberating whether or not the rhinoceros was passed by just now was the same one as the one that passed by earlier, or whether it was a different one. That is a question to decide.
Yes, but how?
On the first occasion, you had seen a rhinoceros with two horns.
With two horns.
And on the second occasion, a rhinoceros with one horn.
With one horn.
That wouldn't be conclusive. For it is possible that since its first appearance, the rhinoceros may have lost a horn, and the first and second appearance may have been made by a single beast. And it is also probable that if the two rhinoceroses both had two horns, they might have lost a single horn.
That's possible.
Yes, that's possible.
Yes, but in any case,
Don't interrupt.
If you could prove that on the first occasion you had seen a rhinoceros with one horn, either Asiatic or African, and on the second occasion a rhinoceros with two horns,
One with two.
no matter whether Asiatic or African, we would understand that we were dealing with two different rhinoceroses. For it is hardly likely that a second horn can grow on the same spot within just a few minutes.
It's hardly likely.
That would imply that one rhinoceros, either Asiatic or African, and the second rhinoceros, either African or Asiatic. For good logic cannot entertain the possibility that the same beast be born in two different places at the exact same time.
Or even successfully.
Which is yet to be proved.
that seems clear enough, but it doesn't answer the question.
Well, obviously, my dear sir. But now the problem is correctly posed.
It's quite logical. Quite logical.
Goodbye, gentlemen.
Goodbye, gentlemen.
Well, it may be.
Randy?
Come here. All in the paper in black and white. You can't deny it. It's right here, down in the dead cat's column. Read for yourself, Chief.
Yesterday, just before lunchtime, in the church square of our town, a cat was trampled to death by a
It wasn't exactly in the church square.
That's all it says, no other details.
Well, that's clear enough.
I never believe journalists. They're all liars. I think it's stated very precisely, Miss Beauchamp.
You call that precise? And what, pray, does it mean by a pachyderm? Let us try and get things clear. Did you yourself, with your own eyes, see a rhinoceros strolling through the streets of
It
town?
didn't stroll, it ran.
No, I didn't see it personally, but a lot of very reliable
It's
people.
obvious they were just making it up. You put too much trust in these journalists. They don't care what they have to make up to sell their wretched newspapers.
But I saw it. I saw the rhinoceros. I take my oath
And
on
I
it.
thought you were a sensible girl.
Miss Beauchamp, I can see straight. And I wasn't the only one there. There were plenty of other people watching.
They were probably watching something else. A few idlers with nothing to do, work-shy
It
locals.
happened yesterday, Sunday.
Do you know what a rhinoceros looks like?
It's a very big, ugly animal.
And you pride yourself on your precise thinking. The rhinoceros.
There is no need to have a lecture on the rhinoceros here. We're not in school. Well, it's one night. Miss Daisy put the timesheets away. Too bad for the latecomers.
Miss Daisy, where did you find out Lady Adelaide?
I campaign against ignorance wherever I find it. In palace or humble hut.
Thank you. Is boss arrived yet?
Yes, she's here.
It's not 10 past.
What about that timesheet?
Morning, Miss Papillon. Sorry, I was almost. Morning, Tudor. Okay.
Mr. Behringer? Did you see the rhinoceros by any chance?
Oh, yes, I saw it already.
So you see, I'm not mad after all.
Oh, Mr. Behringer says that out of chivalry.
What's chivalrous about saying you've seen a rhinoceros?
But you did see it, didn't you? You both did.
It's possible that Mr. Behringer thought he saw a rhinoceros. He's got such a vivid imagination. Anything's possible.
I
with
wasn't
him.
alone when I saw the rhinoceros. Perhaps there were two. I don't know.
He doesn't even know how many he saw.
I wasn't alone, okay? There were other people there too. And I was with my friend Jean.
I don't think you know what you're talking
It was the
about.
unicorn rhinoceros.
They're in league, the two of them, to have us on.
I'd rather think it had two ones from what I've heard.
You'd better make up your minds.
Do everyone time's getting on.
Did you see one rhinoceros, Mr. Behringer, or two rhinoceroses?
Well, it's hard to say.
And or no rhinoceros, work must go on. You are not paid to waste your time sitting around arguing about real or imaginary animals.
Real, very real.
Everyone, I remind you once again, we are in working hours. I'm putting an end to this futile discussion.
Very well, Miss Papillon. You are the chief.
Get on, everyone. I don't want to have to make a deduction from your salaries. Mr. Dugard, how are the alcohol suppression laws coming along?
Just finishing off there.
Then hurry up and get them in. Mr. Behringer and Ms. Gotard, have you finished the wine control regulations?
Not yet, but they're well on their way, Miss Captain.
Then hurry up and get them typed. Together, the printers are waiting. Miss Stacy, have the signed letters in my office. Hurry up and get those. Very well, Miss Papillon. Is Mr. Both not into there?
No, this is empty fast.
Just when I needed him. Did he say he was going to be ill or couldn't make it
No,
in?
he didn't say anything to me.
If this continues on, I shall fire him. This is not the first time.
Here's Miss Bow.
Good morning, Mrs. Bow. Morning, Miss Papillon. Good morning, everybody.
Wherever is your husband? Is it too much trouble for him to come
Please
anymore?
excuse him. My husband, he went away to visit his family for the weekend. He's got a touch of flu.
Oh, so he's got a touch of flu, has he?
He says so in the telegram. He hopes to be back on Wednesday. Could I get a glass of water and sit down a minute?
Get our folks.
Yes, right away.
She must have a weak heart.
Well, it's great news since Mr. Boat can't make it in today, but that's no reason for you to do this.
It's not. Well, I was chased here all the way from the house by a rhinoceros.
How many horns did it have?
It's down there by the entrance. It's want to come upstairs.
Oh my God!
Hey,
Are you feeling better now, Mrs. Boat? There it is! Down there it is one! I can't see a thing. It's an illusion.
Of course it's one down there spinning round and round. Can't get up here. There isn't a staircase any longer.
What can it be?
Come and have a look. Come and have a look at your rhinoceros.
You're the rhinoceros expert. Take a good look.
I'm no rhinoceros expert.
Oh, look at the way it keeps going round and round. Looks as if it was in paper. What can it want?
It seems to be looking for something. You see it now?
Yes, I can see it. Perhaps we're all seeing things you as well. I've never seen things. Something is definitely down.
What do you mean, something?
It's obviously the rhinoceros. That's what you saw, isn't it? Yeah, definitely.
seems as if it's out of our hands.
We'll have to make up the lost time.
Well, Ms. Botar, do you still deny all the rhinoceroric evidence?
No, I do not deny the rhinoceros evidence. I never have.
Oh no, that's not true.
I repeat, I have never denied it. I simply wanted to know where this was all leading, because I know my own mind. I am not one to simply state that a phenomenon exists. I make it my business to understand and explain it. I could explain it.
Then explain it to us.
Yes, explain it, Miss Botar. I will explain it. One day.
You're evading the question, Ms. Botar.
Oh, that's the fireman. Everything's done.
The rhinoceros exists, Ms. Botar. That's all there is to it.
Down here, fireman! I want you all back in the office this afternoon.
After you, Miss Daisy.
Oh, goodbye, Miss Daisy. See you soon.
See you soon.
Come on, miss.
Telephone me tomorrow morning, Miss Daisy. You can get the letters typed to my house. Mr. Behringer, I draw your attention to the fact that we are not on holiday and work will resume as soon as possible. You all hear what I say?
Of course, Miss Papillon. Who's next? After you, Miss Papillon.
Bring me Miss Daisy's letters there.
Come on, hurry up. We've not got all day.
Careful with my documents. Bye, gentlemen.
Goodbye, Miss Papillon.
Bye, Miss Papillon.
After you, Miss Botar.
I am about to ascend, gentlemen. I will take this matter up with the proper authorities. I will get to the bottom of this so-called mystery.
Come on there.
So, what are you doing this afternoon? Shall we meet up for a drink?
Sorry, I'll have to go and see my friend John. I would like to make up with him. I got carried away. It was all my fault.
Come along there.
Oh, after you.
No, after you.
No, I insist. After
No,
you.
I insist. After you.
Hurry up.
After you. After you.
After you.
Why aren't you at the office? Still in bed. Sorry. Why didn't you recognize your voice? I didn't recognize your TV. Sit down. Aren't you feeling well? You know, it was sick of me to get so upset yesterday or anything like that. Like what? Yesterday. When yesterday? Where yesterday? Rhinoceros? What rhinoceros? Rhinoceros, or rather two rhinoceroses. Yes, I remember. Let's not talk about it anymore. What I would like to say, I'm sorry. So, I actually swear you can never notice anything. My forehead, it hurts.
Knock yourself out. Wow, you have a lump in the back. A bump just above your nose.
I never had bumps. We never had bumps in our family. That's the limit. I'm gonna look at it. Oh, you're right. I do have a bump. See, I told you I must have given it a knock.
Look well. Has a doctor been to see you?
Doctor.
You want to get a doctor?
I don't need a doctor because I don't want a doctor. I can take care of myself. What do you think you're doing? Scrutinizing me? Making out that I was some strange animal?
It's your skin.
What's that have to do with it?
It's turning green and it's hardening as well.
Stop bullying me. You're getting on my nerves.
Perhaps this is more serious than I thought. We ought to call the doctor.
Put that thing down! Do not touch it! Don't touch it! I know it's better for me than you.
Alright, just don't get angry with me, alright? You know very well I'm your friend.
I don't need your friendship. There's no such thing as friendship.
It's not you to say a thing like that. Listen, you're probably still angry over our quarrel yesterday. I admit it was my fault. That's why I came to say I was sorry.
What quarrel are you talking about?
The rhinoceros.
It's not that I don't like people. It's just that I'm indifferent to them. Or rather, they disgust me. They're standing in my way. I'll trample them. I'll trample them down.
You mustn't excite yourself. It's bad for you.
I feel hot. My clothes, my pajamas, they itch.
What's the matter with your skin?
Leave my skin alone.
It's gone like leather.
It's more solid. It's weatherproof.
You're getting greener and greener.
You're calling me today. You've been drinking.
I did yesterday. Not today. Do you know what's happened, Bill?
What's happening?
He's turning to a rhinoceros.
I feel so hot. I can cool myself down.
He probably has a fever.
So Bob turned into a rhinoceros, did he? He's just disguised himself. He's just disguised.
He looked very serious, I assure you.
That's his business.
He didn't want to change. I bet he didn't do it on purpose.
How do you know?
Well, everything would lead one to suppose so. In any case, Mrs. Boat didn't even know about it. I mean, you'd think she has the right.
No, Mrs. Bob. She's just a fool.
Well, fool or no fool, I mean, you think that's some sort of like...
I tell you. I mean, it can't be that bad. Being a rhinoceros and all. Whether Jake's on purpose or against his will, he's probably all the better for it. I mean, rhinoceros have just as much of a right to live as we have, right?
As long as they don't destroy ours in the process, you must admit the difference in mentality.
Are you under the impression that our life is superior to theirs?
You know as well as I do that mankind...
Don't talk to me about
I
mankind!
respect the human individual
Humanism is all washed up, old, ridiculous, sentimental.
What makes you say that? You wouldn't like to become a rhinoceros yourself, would you?
I feel hot.
What are you doing?
I feel so hot.
What's going on? I hardly recognize you anymore.
I itch.
What are you doing? You're generally so modest. Hey, look at me! Can you hear me? Can't you see me any longer?
I can hear you perfectly well. I can see you perfectly well.
Watch out!
Sorry.
I can't leave him in such a state. I better call the doctors. It's absolutely necessary.
I'm coming with you.
mind has to change, has it?
Why should it have changed?
It's not a force, is it?
No, not that I noticed. Why? What's the matter with you?
Does anyone ever know?
Is your head still bad?
Yeah. Still got a headache. Well, I've knocked myself, have I?
No, not. What's the matter with you? You're all nervous and agitated. It must be your migraine. You just stay calm and you'll feel better.
Migraines? Don't talk to me about migraines! Don't talk about them! Nothing. You know, can I stop from something?
What can all stop?
I'm afraid it can be something else.
Calm yourself down and sit down. Jumping up and down the room like that can only make you more nervous.
Right.
John?
John. Of course. You're my best friend. I see you change like that before my eyes. So cute. He was always such a warm-hearted person. You didn't do that to me.
I'm sure he didn't do it especially to annoy you.
You'd say this if he did.
You think everything revolves around you? You think everything that happens concerns you personally? You're not the center of the universe, you know.
That may be true, but the phenomenon in itself is so distinct. I mean, what could be the cause?
Perhaps it's just another disease. It's not the first time there's been an
There's
epidemic.
never been one like this. There. You hear that?
Why can't you just leave them alone? Really, you're obsessed with them. You just concentrate on getting back to normal.
Would you like a brandy?
No, not for me. Anyway.
You know, alcohol is good for epidemics. Immunizes you. Kills influenza microbes.
They don't know about rhinoceros yet.
You can't take it. It makes you cough. Yes. How did I cough?
Like, anyone coughs when they've had something a bit strong.
It's a regular cough. There's nothing odd about it.
What are you getting at? It was an ordinary human cough. What other sort of cough could it have been?
I don't know. Rhinoceros is all.
So, Andrew, you're being ridiculous.
There they are. There they are again. It's no use. I just can't get used to it.
I still think it's not all that serious. I mean, I consider it silly to get worked up because a few people decided to change their stance. They just didn't feel happy in the ones they had. But, you know, they're free to do as they like, but you'll never become a rhinoceros. Really, you won't. You haven't got the location.
You're right. Forgive me. I just didn't want them so easy. But I'll change. Sorry to keep you all this time listening to my ramblings. You must have work to do.
The office has presumed work.
Happened.
We haven't got a boss. His background resigned.
I don't believe it.
I'm sure it's true.
Well, I'm amazed.
She's retiring to the country.
Tired.
I suppose I might as well tell you. It's rather funny, actually. The fact is, she's turned into a rhinoceros.
What, a rhinoceros? He's probably gone. A rhinoceros. I don't believe it. I don't think it's very funny. Why didn't you tell me
I
sooner?
want to tell you because I knew how upset it would make you.
Not a rhinoceros. Oh, she had such a good job.
That proves that metamorphosis was sincere.
No, she couldn't have done it on purpose. She would have had the will to resist.
To your parents, or one must always make an effort to understand. After all, we are thinking beings. Everything is logical. To understand is to justify.
You can go and hold a logician hand.
What logician?
Logician who explained to me the difference between Asiatic and African rhinoceroses.
I don't follow you.
African, Asiatic. I know what I mean.
months before deciding.
I'll never join up with you. Never.
Yes. So,
It's a disgrace. Masquerading around this
there's somebody at the door.
disgrace.
There's somebody knocking, Berenger. Can't you hear
Open
it?
it if you want to.
Oh, hello, Miss Daisy.
Who are you sitting right? Is Ranger here? Is he better?
Stacy, how kind of you. How very kind.
It certainly is.
Did you know, Stacy, that the magician was a rhinoceros?
Yes, I did. I caught sight of her in the tree as I arrived. She was very, very fast. Are you feeling any better, Mr. Ranger?
Yeah, it's so bad. I still got a headache. What do you think about it?
I think you ought to be resting.
I met the magician.
Oh, I've got some news for you. Rotards a rhinoceros.
Well.
No, she was against it. She was being sick.
I saw her do it.
She was just pretending. She was
She
lying.
seemed very sincere, sincerity itself.
Did she give any reasons?
Well, what she said was, he was moved with his crimes. Those were her last human words.
Rotar's behavior doesn't surprise me. Purpose was opposed.
Do you mind if I put
She
your
was a
mask
good
on?
woman with a lot of resentment.
Excuse us both. We should have given you a hand before.
I just brought some food.
It's very kind of you, Stacy.
Very kind of you.
I don't know how to thank you.
Would you care to stay with us?
As a matter of fact, I'm in a bit of a hurry. I have an appointment.
You know, I had a lot of trouble finding food. All the shops have been plundered. They just devoured everything.
We should all be rounded up in one big enclosure. Situation.
That's easier said than done. The Animal Protection League would be the first to object.
And besides, everyone has a close relative or a friend among them. Just get used to it, you know. Nobody seems surprised anymore to see herds of rhinoceroses streaming through the courtyard. They just stand aside and carry on as if nothing had happened.
I wonder. I want to give it a try.
Well, right now, let's have lunch. always right, Mommy. Always imagining the worst. There. See? There's nothing there. Your forehead's as smooth as a baby's. I'll never leave you alone again. Wait, don't answer.
Why not?
I don't know, I just think it's better not to.
It's Miss Papillon. We're
Okay,
trying to
so
show her
I
time to
was
take
just
that
saying.
second thoughts. No? What's wrong?
What's going on?
You're playing jokes now.
The joke's imaginary. I don't like being made fun of.
Oh no. Never make fun of me.
And actually, I couldn't for it as well because I'm with you. They're taking their revenge, but what have we done to them? Pull the plug out.
Telephone authority say
You was never there to do anything. You say you could defend me.
Let's turn to the radio for news.
They're taking over the radio station.
It's only them right now. Nobody but them. We've already successfully enough with them. Keep calm.
Perhaps it's all their own fault.
Don't think about it any longer. We must start making remorseful. Either we're not spiteful, we're not doing them any harm, they'll leave us in peace. We just